if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me that you would like for me to address here on this channel, then make sure you guys email me at theinspiringschoolcounselor@gmail.com, and I will get to it as soon as I can. Well, hello, school counselors and school counselors to be. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, The Inspiring School Counselor. And today, you guys, we're going to be getting into an inspiring question. As you guys know, you all send your questions to me. And of course, I think what better way for me to address these questions than for me to do it in a video, because maybe you are wondering the same exact things. And so I'm excited to really get into this. Hopefully you guys are excited too. If you guys have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So the question that was asked to me, it says, hi, I'm currently in undergrad, but hope to pursue a degree in school counseling once I graduate. Your videos are so helpful. I know many teachers start collecting items like books, supplies, decor, bulletin board letters and borders, etc. for their future classrooms when they are in undergrad. Do you suggest future school counselors do the same? Also, what items would you suggest purchasing? First of all, I think this is an awesome question to ask. You do hear a lot about students that are in college that are pursuing their teacher degrees and they are gathering up items, but you don't really hear a lot about school counselors to be that is in graduate school and they're trying to gather up items. So I'm happy to be able to talk about this. Hey you guys, so I did want to let you guys know that I do have an Amazon storefront, and I'm going to put that down in the description below. You're actually going to be able to go and click on that link, and then it's going to open up to my storefront where you're going to see different categories. So like school counselor book materials, calm corner resources, counseling tools, school counselor classroom and office decor, my own inspiring school counselor merch, and some other categories that I have within there. And if you find anything on there that you like and you want to purchase, if you guys purchase from my storefront, then I'm able to earn a commission there. So definitely go and check that out. And I just now opened it up, so there's still a lot more that I need to add in there. So constantly just go and check and see what I add, but definitely go check that out right now. Hopefully you're able to find something that you're able to buy for your school counselor classroom or office. Now, before I get into the purchasing of items, let's first start talking about things that you can gather now for free while you are in graduate school. You guys are going to be getting a lot of great information, a lot of resources, a lot of tools that you're going to be able to use just by sitting in the classroom. So I actually done a video on this, and I will put it down in the description below. But I began to talk about everything that I saved from graduate school as far as papers and projects, different articles that was given to us from our professors, because it was really good material that I'm able to pull out. That is where you can start. If you want to know more about that, then I really suggest for you guys to go and watch that video, and like I said, I'll have the link in the description below. You also can start gathering some books, because as you are taking your classes in graduate school, you're going to either have to rent or purchase books. If you guys don't have this book, I highly suggest for you guys to get this book. It's called The Ask a National Model, a Framework for School Counseling Programs. This is a really good resource. This is the 4th edition. I also have the 3rd edition. I keep that at home, and I keep my 4th edition here at work. But it talks a lot about just how to form your school counseling program. It gets into direct services, indirect services, consultation, collaboration, lesson plans. The list can go on. And so this is just a really good resource for you to have. There was also one of the classes that I had where we had to create a small group. That is something that I keep. I'm right now in a primary setting, so I don't really need it right now because it's based off of teen girls that is in middle school or high school. But if I decide to transition into being a middle school or high school counselor, that is definitely something that I will take with me to work and implement as well. Okay, so starting there with graduate school, getting materials. Also, while you're in graduate school, you're going to be able to be a part of conferences, and so that is a prime opportunity to start gathering resources there. And those are things like the ASCA conference, or you might have like a state school counseling conference that you're able to attend. Those type of conferences are not just, great for networking, but there's great information that they're going to give out, activities that they're going to be doing that you also can take home. So I highly suggest for you guys to really get into that. And really save those materials if you can. But now we can really start getting into your office or your classroom, wherever you're going to be. Now this is going to be very subjective. You might be in a school building where you don't have to buy anything. Everything is already set for you. You might be where you actually are starting from scratch and you're going to have to get a lot of stuff. As I began to give this list out to you guys of things that you can purchase and buy, just, kind of whether that of really what you need, and as far as also you getting into that school building. But let's talk all about office. One of the things that I absolutely love that I have in my classroom, and that is a fridge and microwave. Let me tell you guys, this is something that I'm absolutely happy about. Now, I don't have like a kitchen-sized fridge. I have just a mini fridge, and of course I have a microwave, because whenever I go on lunch, a lot of times I don't like to go to the teacher's lounge or anything like that. I just like to be in my classroom, because that's just time that I can just have my alone time. Outside of me being on lunch, which I'm on lunch now, outside of me being on lunch, I'm always with the faculty and staff. I'm with students. I'm working with the community and different things like that. Being able to have everything that I need in my classroom is a big help. So purchasing one of those, you can start looking for that now and purchasing that. Also, you can get like bean bags. That is something that will be really good for you to get. It's just a comfortable setting for your students to be able to just sit on. You can also get an office chair. So maybe you don't want the generic office chair. Maybe you want something that's a little bit more comfortable. Or if you want to get fancy, you can get an office chair that has like a massage in it or something like that. You guys, that is something that you can even start purchasing now. You can start getting decors, posters, soft lighting, lamps, rugs. You can start putting together things for like a calm corner, getting a mirror. You guys, that's going to be very beneficial for you to start getting now. So one of the things I do want to highlight in the list of things I just gave you guys, which is the soft lighting. You guys, I have walked in some teachers' classroom. Instead of having like this blaring light that I have coming down right now, they have more of like lamps and like different type of lighting going on in their room that will fit different settings or different times of the day. And I find whenever I go into certain classrooms that have like a lesser light, it's just really peaceful, it's calming. And so that is something that you can look for in getting as well. Now let's start touching on office supplies. So there are some things that you can actually start getting now. So like a planner. So that's going to be very important, because you're definitely going to need something. And you might not want to get a physical planner. You might want to do something digital. So I know for me, I started off with a handheld planner that I was able to write my lessons, small groups, individual counseling meetings. And so that was very beneficial for me. You can also try to purchase a personal laminator. You guys, I don't have one, and right now I was like, I need to go ahead and get one. I just keep forgetting to go to the store and buy one. But I found where having a personal laminator is going to be so fitting, because there's things that I want to laminate, and yes, I can use the big laminator that's in the teacher's lounge, but most of the time that thing is broken down, and so we're waiting for somebody to fix it. And so, but if I have my own personal laminator, there are posters and things that I can get already up and ready and to put up in my classroom. So getting a personal laminator, that's going to be pretty awesome, and those are like pretty cheap. You can get something like for as low as $19.99. So that is something. Start getting pens, binders, sticky notes, folders, storage baskets, just how you are wanting to organize your room. And so those are things that you can look into. Maybe you don't want to deal with the things that the school is actually going to provide for you. Maybe you want to make that more personable, or maybe you have a color scheme that you're trying to go with, and so you might want to start purchasing things like that. And so that's another thing. Think about your color scheme that you want to have going on in your room. Now let's start getting into the games. So as far as for games, I highly recommend as a school counselor to purchase some games. So like Candyland, Uno, Monopoly, Jenga, the list can go on, you guys. And I'm actually going to show you guys some of the games that I do have, but that's really good to just have, because you never know, you might do a small group and you might want to pull some of those items out. And what I love is that there's a vast amount of games that you can choose from that could be fitting for either school level that you're going to be working in. So elementary, primary, middle school, high school is going to be fitting. So it's a little messy in here now, you guys. Please forgive me, but I'm going to show you guys some of the games that I have. And I did not have to actually purchase a lot of this stuff because it was already here at school. But this will still be beneficial for you and give you guys an idea of different games that you can go ahead and start purchasing now. But I have like Candyland, a self-control game, just different things. Stare Junior. I actually purchased this. It's a connecting with like little balls, magnetics and stuff like that. Monkey Math, you guys. It's just a lot of different games that you guys can see. So these are things. Puzzles is really good. This is that soccer ball that I was talking to you guys about. It has questions, and whichever question that your right thumb or your left thumb lands on, you can, throw it to your students and then they can answer the question. Just a lot of great things that is for students. Okay, so definitely this is just to give you guys an idea of the different games. I really need to get this place organized. And then you can also get some counseling tools. So like fidget toys would be good. There's a game that's Otika. So there's questions that you can ask while they're playing that. You can get a Zen garden, a sand tray, a coping skills question soccer ball. Those are really good things that you can start implementing and buying as well. Now we can start getting into lessons, and I know it depends on whatever school level you're working in, whether or not you're going to be doing lessons. But you guys, I even started while I was in graduate school kind of collecting different lessons that I can do with my students. And so that is something that you can do. Middle school lessons, elementary school lessons, as well as high school lessons. You can start gathering things here and there, and you can actually start saving it on your flash drive or something like that. Now you can start also collecting personal things. So maybe you want to start getting your work bag now. What is it that you want to start carrying your stuff in? You can also get, I already mentioned this before, but a planner. You can get a Bluetooth speakers, Cricket. You guys, let me tell you, I have a Cricket and I'm so happy I do, because you will find where there's a lot of things that you are going to be, doing whenever you're in the school setting. And you might not always want to buy, t-shirts. You might want to make your own t-shirts, or you might want to label your own things the way that you want to label them. So having a Cricket or a silhouette or something like that is very beneficial to have. You can also try to get a laptop if you don't have a laptop, or a tablet if you don't already have a tablet. You can get a candy bowl for your students, a snack bin where you can store a lot of snacks in for your students. Guys, the list can go on. So there's a vast amount of things that you guys can get that is not limited to what I am telling you guys right now. But I hope that this list was able to give you guys just an idea of things that you can purchase, as well as start saving while you are in graduate school. So I thank you guys so much for your time. I hope this was able to help you guys. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. You guys have a great day.